Welcome back to Smart Dollar Mindset, the channel dedicated to helping you achieve financial freedom with smart money habits and investing. Today, we're going to uncover one of the most misunderstood tools in personal finance, credit cards. For many people, credit cards are the reason they're drowning in debt, living paycheck to paycheck, and constantly stressed about money. Yet for others, credit cards are powerful financial tools that provide rewards, perks, protection, and even opportunities to build wealth. So what's the difference? The difference lies not in the card itself, but in how you use it. In this video, I'm going to show you step-by-step how to use credit cards without falling into the trap of debt. We'll explore real-life examples of people who used credit cards wisely and avoided the dangers, while others let them spiral out of control. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to make credit cards work for you rather than against you, and you'll have the mindset and strategies needed to ensure you never carry a balance, never pay unnecessary interest, and always stay in control. Understanding why credit cards cause debt. Credit cards are not inherently bad, they are simply tools. But like any tool, if used incorrectly, they can cause serious damage. The biggest issue with credit cards is that they separate the act of spending from the immediate feeling of loss. When you pay with cash, you feel the money leaving your hand. With a card, you just swipe and walk away, which makes it psychologically easier to overspend. For example, studies have shown that people spend 12% to 18% more when using credit cards compared to cash. That little plastic card dulls the pain of spending. And when you add in high interest rates, often 20% or higher, it's no surprise that millions of people find themselves trapped. But here's the key. Credit cards only become dangerous when you carry a balance. If you learn to pay them off in full every month, they become not a source of debt, but a source of convenience, rewards, and financial leverage. Rule 1. Never carry a balance. The number one rule of using credit cards without going into debt is simple. Never carry a balance. Always pay your statement in full. This single habit separates the people who use credit cards as a tool from those who end up enslaved by them. Let's take two examples. Alex spends $1,000 a month on his credit card and pays it off every month. He earns cashback rewards, enjoys fraud protection, and never pays a dime in interest. Meanwhile, Rachel also spends $1,000 a month, but pays only the minimum balance. With a 20% interest rate, her debt snowballs, and after a year, she owes thousands more than she actually spent. Both used a credit card, but only one used it wisely. Rule 2. Only buy what you can already afford. This sounds simple, but it's where many people slip up. A credit card should not extend your spending power. It should simply be a tool for payments. If you wouldn't buy something with cash, you shouldn't buy it with a credit card. Imagine you want a new television that costs $1,200. If you have the money in your checking account, you can buy it with your credit card, earn rewards, and pay it off immediately. If you don't have the money, using your credit card means going into debt, paying interest, and turning that $1,200 TV into a $1,600 TV by the time you finish paying it off. Credit cards are not permission slips to spend more than you have. They are simply payment tools that must be backed by actual money. Rule 3. Automate payments. One of the easiest ways to avoid credit card debt is to automate your payments. Life gets busy, and sometimes people forget to make payments, leading to late fees and interest charges even when they had the money in their account. Automating payments ensures you never miss a due date. Set up your bank account to automatically pay your full balance every month. That way, you protect your credit score, avoid fees, and remove the risk of forgetting. Discipline is important, but systems are even better. Rule 4. Track your spending religiously. Credit cards make it easy to lose track of how much you're spending. That's why tracking is essential. Whether you use budgeting apps, spreadsheets, or even just the credit card app itself, you need to know exactly where your money is going. Here's a practical example. Sarah set up her credit card app to send her real-time notifications every time a purchase was made. This gave her instant awareness of her spending. Over a few months, she realized she was spending nearly $400 a month on takeout, a number she hadn't noticed before. By becoming aware, she cut it down to $150, saving herself thousands a year. Awareness creates control, and control prevents debt. Rule 5. Use credit cards for bills and essentials. One of the best ways to use credit cards responsibly is to use them only for predictable expenses, things like groceries, gas, utilities, and subscriptions. These are expenses you would have paid for anyway, so by putting them on your card, you earn rewards without increasing your spending. For example, if you spend $2,000 a month on essentials and put them on a cashback card with 2% rewards, that's $480 a year in free money. But because you were going to spend that money anyway, it's risk-free as long as you pay it off. Rule 6. Avoid impulse purchases. Impulse spending is one of the biggest traps with credit cards. Marketers know this, which is why they make online shopping so seamless. With a saved credit card, a $200 purchase can be completed in seconds. To combat this, create a rule for yourself, a 24-hour rule or even a 48-hour rule. If you see something you want to buy, wait at least one day before purchasing it. This cooling off period often kills the impulse. 9 times out of 10, you'll realize you don't really need it. Rule 7. Understand your rewards, but don't chase them. Rewards are one of the biggest perks of credit cards, but they can also become dangerous traps. Some people overspend just to chase points, miles, or cash back. That's like spending $1,000 just to get $20 in rewards. It doesn't make sense. Smart users maximize rewards on the purchases they already make, but they never let the pursuit of points cause overspending. For example, you may choose a card that gives 3% back on groceries and gas. If you're already spending $600 a month in those categories, that's $18 back every month, or $216 a year. That's free money, but only if you were going to spend that money anyway. Rule 8. Know your interest rates and fees. Even if you never plan to carry a balance, you should still know your interest rates and fees. Many cards charge annual fees, balance transfer fees, cash advance fees, and foreign transaction fees. For instance, if you travel internationally, using a card with foreign transaction fees could add 3% to every purchase. On a $3,000 trip, that's $90 wasted. Choosing the right card for your needs prevents these hidden costs from sneaking up on you. Rule 9. Build and protect your credit score. When used responsibly, credit cards are one of the best tools for building your credit score. A strong credit score saves you thousands on loans, mortgages, and insurance. The key factors are on-time payments, low credit utilization, and long account history. Let's say 2 people both want to buy a home. James has a credit score of 780, while Lisa has a credit score of 650. James gets a mortgage with a 5% interest rate, while Lisa gets one with a 7% rate. On a $300,000 loan over 30 years, that difference costs Lisa more than $100,000 in extra interest. Responsible credit card use could have prevented that. Rule 10. Have a backup plan when life happens. Emergencies come up. To make sure your credit card never becomes your emergency fund, you need to have actual savings. Build a small emergency fund of at least $1,000, then grow it to cover 3 to 6 months of expenses. That way, if your car breaks down or you have a medical bill, you won't have to swipe your credit card and risk debt. Instead, you can use savings and stay in control. Final thoughts: credit cards are neither inherently good nor inherently bad. They are tools, and like any tool, the outcome depends on the user. In the hands of someone disciplined, credit cards become a way to earn rewards, build credit, and gain financial flexibility. In the hands of someone careless, they become chains that keep you in debt for years. The key to staying debt-free is simple but powerful. Never carry a balance, only spend what you already have, and treat your credit card as a method of payment, not a source of money. Automate your payments, track your spending, and avoid impulse buying. Use credit cards for essentials, maximize rewards intelligently, and always have a savings buffer to protect yourself from life's surprises. If you make these practices a permanent part of your financial routine, you will never fall into the debt trap. You'll enjoy all the benefits credit cards offer while avoiding the pitfalls that so many people experience. At the end of the day, financial freedom doesn't come from avoiding tools like credit cards altogether. It comes from mastering them. And when you learn to master your money instead of letting it control you, you put yourself on the path to lasting independence and wealth. Thank you for watching Smart Dollar Mindset. If you found this video helpful, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share it with someone who needs to hear this message. Here, we're committed to helping you achieve financial freedom with smart money habits and investing. And every video is designed to give you the tools you need to break free from financial stress and start building the life you deserve.